Thomas Alva Edison, 1847–1931, was much more than just the man who gave us the light bulb. He essentially invented the way we innovate today by creating the world's first industrial research lab. Holding 1,093 U.S. patents, his relentless work ethic completely reshaped modern society. Born in Milan, Ohio, and raised in Port Huron, Michigan, Edison was the youngest of 7 children. Edison attended formal school for only about 3 months. His teacher grew frustrated with his constant, hyperactive questioning and labeled him addled, mentally confused. His mother, Nancy, a former schoolteacher, promptly pulled him out and homeschooled him. She gave him the freedom to devour books on chemistry and mechanics. By age 12, Edison was working as a news butcher, selling candy and newspapers on the Grand Trunk Railroad. Enterprising from the start, he set up a mini chemical laboratory in the train's baggage car. This early venture ended abruptly when an experiment involving phosphorus started a fire, causing the conductor to kick him off the train. Around this same time, Edison lost most of his hearing. Interestingly, Edison viewed his deafness as a massive advantage, stating it blocked out noisy distractions and allowed him to focus entirely on his thoughts. At age 15, Edison saved a station master's young son from an oncoming train. In gratitude, the father taught him railroad telegraphy. For the next several years, Edison lived as a tramp telegrapher, drifting between night shifts in Ohio, Indiana, Tennessee, and Boston. He spent almost all his earnings on books and electrical equipment, frequently getting fired for neglecting his duties to run experiments. His first patent in 1869, at age 22, he patented an electronic vote recorder for legislatures. It was a massive commercial flop because politicians hated how fast it was. They preferred to stall votes using slow roll calls. Shaken by the failure, Edison made a lifelong vow. Anything that won't sell, I don't want to invent. Its sale is proof of utility, and utility is success. He moved to New York City broke, but quickly fixed a broken stock ticker at the Gold Indicator Company. Impressed, they hired him. He soon invented an improved stock ticker, the universal stock printer, and sold the rights for $40,000. This immense fortune allowed him to quit his day job and become a full-time inventor. 1876 to 1886, with his new wealth, Edison established an independent research laboratory in Menlo Park, New Jersey. This was his true masterpiece, the concept of an organized innovation factory where teams of machinists, scientists, and glassblowers worked together under one roof. During this golden decade, he earned the nickname the Wizard of Menlo Park through 3 major breakthroughs. Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone, but you couldn't hear people across long distances because the signal was too weak. Edison invented a compressed carbon microphone that vastly amplified the sound quality, making the telephone commercially practical. In 1877, while trying to record telegraph messages, Edison realized he could record sound onto a tinfoil-wrapped cylinder. The first words he recorded were "Mary had a little lamb." This was the first time in human history that a machine phonograph could capture and replay audio, catapulting Edison to global fame. In 1879, Edison didn't actually invent the light bulb. Others had built versions that burned out in minutes or cost a fortune. Edison's team tested over 6,000 materials, including human beard hair and coconut fiber, before finding that a carbonized bamboo filament could burn for over 1,200 hours. Crucially, he didn't just build the bulb. He designed the entire system to power it: dynamos, underground wires, fuses, and switches. As Edison grew older, his inventions scaled up to a massive industrial level, moving his operations to a giant complex in West Orange, New Jersey. In the late 1880s, Edison's direct current, DC, power system faced fierce competition from George Westinghouse and Nikola Tesla's alternating current AC. AC could travel over massive distances, whereas DC could only travel about a mile. Stubbornly attached to DC, Edison launched a brutal PR campaign to discredit AC as deadly and dangerous. Despite his aggressive media push, AC ultimately won the war to power the modern world. Pivoting quickly, Edison and his assistant William Dixon developed the kintograph, a motion picture camera, and the kinetoscope, a peephole viewer. He built the world's first movie studio, the Black Maria, in New Jersey, dominating the early American film industry. Edison was famously a workaholic, routinely clocking 18-hour workdays and expecting his employees to match his 99% perspiration ethos. He was married twice. First to Mary Stilwell, who died tragically at 29, likely from a brain tumor, with whom he had 3 children, and later to Mina Miller, with whom he had 3 more children. As he reached old age, he slowed down his inventing but remained close friends with automotive pioneer Henry Ford and tire magnate Harvey Firestone. Edison passed away on October 18, 1931, at the age of 84. To honor his passing, communities and businesses across the United States briefly dimmed their electric lights, a fitting tribute to the man who had permanently chased away the dark.